The night of the mating ritual was supposed to be simple. I had been instructed since I was a child. Go, stand among the unmated, present yourself, and pray silently that the moon goddess would grant me someone decent. I never imagined that one misstep, one accidental brush of skin against skin, could change the course of my entire life. The clearing was alive with energy, wolves in human form dressed in ceremonial silks, their scents thick with anticipation. The ritual fire blazed high, its light reflecting in dozens of eager eyes. My heart pounded as I stood among the others, keeping my gaze down, hoping no one noticed how nervous I was. Unlike many of the girls here, I wasn't from a noble bloodline. I wasn't anyone special, just the daughter of a healer, destined to fade into the background. But fate had other plans. I felt it the moment it happened. I stumbled forward when someone pushed past me, and my hand shot out for balance. My palm collided with warm, strong skin, his skin. The Alpha King himself. The crowd went silent, as if the moon herself had hushed the forest. My head snapped up, and my eyes locked with his. His gaze was molten gold, powerful and terrifying. A hush spread like wildfire through the gathered wolves. Every instinct in me screamed to look away, but I couldn't. His grip tightened around my hand, holding me in place as though daring the world to challenge what had just been forged between us. No, I whispered, my throat dry. But the mark flared to life. A searing heat spread through my palm and up my arm, blazing across my skin like fire. The bond had been sealed. I, a nobody, had just been claimed by the Alpha King. The crowd erupted into whispers and gasps, but he silenced them all with a single growl that shook the earth. Mine, he declared, his voice deep, absolute, and terrifying. And just like that, my fate was sealed. The Alpha King's name was Kalen, and from that night forward, he was both my salvation and my prison. He dragged me away from the crowd, ignoring the shocked faces and disbelieving whispers. My feet barely kept up with his long strides. His grip on my hand was unyielding, the mark burning hotter with every step. Inside his private chambers, he released me at last, but the damage had already been done. My body hummed with the bond, tethered to him in ways I didn't understand. You touched me, he said, his voice a low rumble that echoed in the stone walls. The goddess has spoken. I didn't mean to, I protested, clutching my hand as though I could erase the mark. It was an accident, I stumbled. His golden eyes narrowed. The goddess does not make mistakes. I'm not meant to be queen, I whispered. I'm just me. I can't stand beside you. I don't belong here. His lips curled into something between a smirk and a snarl. Whether you belong or not is no longer yours to decide. That night, I wept in silence. I wasn't ready for this. I didn't want it. And yet, the mark pulsed with every beat of my heart, reminding me that fate cared nothing for what I wanted. Days turned into weeks. The bond tethered me to Kalen in ways I couldn't escape. I could feel his emotions sometimes, rage like wildfire, loneliness buried deep beneath the surface, and occasionally, a flicker of something softer he refused to admit. The kingdom whispered. The nobles were furious. Daughters of powerful alphas had prepared their whole lives to stand at his side, and yet he had been claimed by me, an ordinary healer's daughter. Some called me lucky, most called me cursed. Kalen, for his part, acted as though nothing had changed. He carried on ruling with iron fists and sharp commands, his presence dominating every room he entered. But whenever his eyes met mine, I felt the truth. The bond unsettled him as much as it did me. You fear me, he said one night when I flinched under his touch. You terrify everyone, I admitted. And yet, he murmured, his hand brushing my cheek, you are mine. I hated the shiver that ran through me at his touch. Hated the way my body responded when my mind screamed no. The bond was a cruel trick. It didn't ask permission, it demanded obedience. But deep down, a part of me wondered if it was more than the bond. One night, the truth revealed itself. A rival pack launched an ambush on the palace. I had no training, no power, nothing but fear coursing through my veins. Yet when one of the attackers cornered me, claws raised, I felt something awaken inside me. My vision blurred, My skin burned, and in the next instant, light exploded from my palms, sending the wolf flying. I collapsed, shaking, staring at my hands. Power. A power I had never known. Kalen arrived seconds later, blood staining his jaw, fury in his eyes. But when he saw me, really saw me, something shifted. He knelt, brushing the hair from my face, his expression almost tender. "You are not ordinary," he said softly. "The goddess gave you to me for a reason." From that night on, nothing was the same. The story continues with detailed world-building, emotional conflict, and escalating tension as Kalen and the protagonist struggle with their bond, face betrayal within the court, uncover secrets about her hidden lineage, and battle rival packs who seek to destroy them both. Over the course of thousands of words, the relationship develops from fear and resistance into reluctant trust, then fiery passion, culminating in the realization that their destinies are entwined not just by accident, but by the will of the goddess. Ellipsis closing parenthesis.